Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to look at Mission Souls from the location of Zambales, kind of a beachy area. It's to the west of Manila on the same island in the Philippines. It's actually quite a distance from Cebu City where they live, so they took a plane, as one would. And I already looked at a travel vlog that they did. I did that over on the other channel. And it looked really interesting, going through the whole situation of flying there, getting the act together, also having some hijinks, some fun on the beach, and etc. So I got a sense of where they are and how the gig went, but didn't actually hear anything from the gig. Adrian, what do you think about this? We're going to be looking at, by the way, Edge of 17, the big Stevie Nicks hit from 1981.
I'm looking forward to hearing Mission Souls do this song. Sounds like a great location where they're playing, though.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds very tantalizing. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead, dive into it, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
All righty.
Just like the white winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the white winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. And the days go by like a stream in the wind, in the way that is my own. I begin again. Said to my friend, baby, nothing else
really see the surroundings, but it did kind of look like maybe there was a beach sitting there on the other side of the sidewalk, to their left, possibly. I don't know, but it seemed that way. But what a performance. What a reminder that the song is actually a lot more complicated than people give it credit for, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of songs. I mean, they design it so they probably don't catch every nuance that's in there. It's supposed to generate a feeling specifically. And,
I remember that record coming out, and it's got all those California session guys, in the 70s and 80s. Waddy Wachtel is on there, He was the guitar player playing with everyone back then, Linda Ronstadt and Warren Zevon. Bob Glaub was the bass player. He was another one of those session guys. He was the bass player on Carole King's Tapestry. Also wound up on a lot of other singer-songwriter albums, and so it's not surprising. Russ Kunkel, he's on millions of records. Well, not millions, but he's on a lot of records. You start looking for Russ Kunkel's name, it'll show up everywhere. He was in the section with Leland Sklar and Danny Korchmar and, a lot of guys that were in James Taylor's original band from Mudslide Slim. So they've been doing it a while. Benmont Tench is on the organ. He is the guy playing keys in the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Roy Bittan is on piano. He was Bruce Springsteen's piano player. Still is, as a matter of fact. So quite a list of people playing on it who can really play and can come up with stuff in the studio. So, yeah, as you noted, there were a lot of accents on things you might not have expected. And listening to Ice play, I mean, some of that stuff was just like, ooh, super cool. The way that he carried it off. He clearly paid close attention to what Russ Kunkel was doing. And it reminded me, as I'm watching him play, well, a couple things. First, it reminded me of when we look at Xena perform covers, because it was very instructional watching him play that. You notice that there weren't a lot of one beats in the verse or in the regular place where they're kind of riffing along. There's only a one when you get to the chorus, just like do I want to sing a song. Before that, it's just like offbeat.
Just like the white wind sing a song, sounds like she's singing.
The bass drum was always coming down on the two or something, It's like, what? And it also reminded me, I saw a Stuart Copeland interview that happened a couple years ago, but I just watched it recently. He's talking about trying to play Spirits in the Material World. He says that's the toughest song the Police ever did because there's never a beat on the one. Like if you listen to that song, the drums are never coming down on the one. So I was like, this is similar to that. It reminds me of that. And so it's very tricky to keep a song together when you're not playing the one very often. That's kind of the main thing about it. He said, you just screw up once, you sneeze or something, and you're off the rails. That's why it was tricky. Same situation, felt like here. And it was like nothing for him.
Hearing the song takes me back. Maybe without actually having Stevie Nicks' voice, they have beautifully captured her essence and style.
And I want to give credit where credit's due, too, because all of those little weird accents I was mentioning that Ice was doing, it also applied to all the string players and to Nasus on the keys as well. Like the vocalist is the only one that had it pretty easy in that song. Everybody else, they got to kind of remember where the accents are because they're different in every verse, practically every line. With the exception of the third line of every verse where it goes, So
Nisha's solo. That was an excellent solo she did.
Yeah, she's channeling Waddy Wachtel there. Because Waddy's the guy that played it originally.
Yeah, I mean, she did some stuff that I don't even remember if it was actually on the original song.
I think some of it was off the cuff, and I think that also holds true for Nasus and her keyboard parts. Many of them were from the record, but I think that she did improvise a little bit here and there, and there is room to do that, within reason. And I think they did that,
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool anyway. She put in her own things in the solo.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was cool. Maybe someday we'll do a video just on the section and on all of those guys I just mentioned, because all of them are legendary. All of them. Like every single one of them are legendary players that have been playing for a long time by then and were so important to so many hit records from the 70s and the 80s. So this was cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more come out from this show. I'm sure more will be coming soon. They've been dropping videos pretty quickly lately. And yes, they are going to have a tour in September in the United States. Wishing them all the best in their shows. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this? And if you have any particular thoughts we didn't touch on, by all means, leave them below. Okay, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.